NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does. For good yardage.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Takes it to about the 37. This defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing now is Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He has Hyatt over the middle. We're calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 37-yard line.
Now Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play fake, and here's Dart. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
14. Raiders, nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to let it go again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Completed to Hyatt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're going to prove it again in this game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And a Raider first down.
On first down, it's Genty. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Smith going to try and run with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
16-yard line.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Right back to Genty on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line.
Is a turnover on downs.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Dart. Going up top. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 45 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw now, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, 3 completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 4-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down, New York.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, New York.
To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing, Dart. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll get this out to Genty. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that'll be off the crossbar and it's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for New York.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns season. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. A third down gain of 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a toss left side, Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Here's second and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Smith. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal.
33-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one too low. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He connects with Hyatt. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
An 8-yard gain brings up
Second down and a yard.
At the Giants' 31-yard line.
Zone read to give to Genty. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Now Dart. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 74 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throw right side looked in here by Besh. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Smith. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As first and Genty, 32 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Giants 34, Raiders 10.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Jeremy Chin there defensively. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And we will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now high on the jet sweep. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd down and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Now Gino. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. Look at the juke. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Yards on the play. That's good for another Las Vegas.
Smith now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down past the 15. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets this out past the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.